Hi guys, so I said I'd do a video today. I'm at a four family in Newark. Selling to a police officer, very good guy. He's come on tours in the past, and we're currently doing a 203k construction loan. Now, the key thing about buying four families or any properties at all, we want to make sure they're on good streets, so the tenants are able to have a safe and happy life. So we need to get some work done here. So today we've got the HUD consultant here, we've got the home inspector here, we've got the contractor here, and all of this we're doing is within days of actually getting the contract signed off. So we don't actually wait till going through certain legal processes. This is why we're able to outperform a lot of cash buyers. But I want to just show you the condition of the four family. So you can see that it was rented before. For me personally, I like the fact that I see evidence that says someone living here. So what I did, I walked through with the actual buyer, things that they should and shouldn't do. When they bring in a 203k contractor, you'll find that it's an opportunity for them to make a lot of money. 203k contractors typically like to see jobs of 100,000 upwards. 100,000 upwards in regards to their scope of works. So in these apartments, what we plan to do in the building is really take care of the health and safety items first. Let me just bring you down into the basement. So if you've watched any of my videos in the past and you've seen any of my tours, I always explain to my clients that don't get sidetracked with the fancy things. You want to get yourself into the basement. That's where you can spend the most amount of money. So we've got a above ground oil tank. We're currently doing a sweep at the moment to see if there's any more tanks. This is something that we haven't seen in a while, whereby we have no water tanks here at all. So what I've been advised by the home inspector, this is something that was used back in the day. Now we have it where we've got waterless tanks. This is what a version of this was a long time ago. So we've got one heating system for heat and also for water that splits off to the 4 units. So just wanted to show you that. The other thing that I explained to my guys that we should be taking a look at is in regards to your electrical panels. So the key thing that you've got to be concerned about with electrical panels is really what type of amps. Ideally, the city PSNG, they want you to be up to an amp of around about 100. But what I can see here is like 50, 60, 50, 40. So potentially what's going to happen when you have your tenants using the microwave or the TV at the same time, you could potentially have an outage there. So that's something that we've got to account for in regards to upgrading the panels, so we don't have that kind of problem. I did another video just earlier on today showing the roof. So the roof is in good order. I'm going to bring you into unit 2. So what I'm advising my client is that you don't need to go for a full renovation on this, okay? So floors, walls, kitchens and bathrooms. So I'm going to change out the cabinets here, paint job. I'm going to clean these tiles, guys. I'm one of those landlords that unless it's broken, I want to basically save as much money as possible. So I can get this cleaned up looking brand new. I can paint this vanity. I'm not going to replace it. Here, the floors, get them sanded, paint, I'm not getting rid of this stuff here, which a lot of people want to spend money to get rid of it. It is what it is. Paint, doors, floors and walls. So when I speak to my contractors, I always say doors, floors and walls. It's like a song that I always say to them. So I teach my guys about cosmetic rehabs. And what cosmetic rehabs are is that you basically put in the finishing touches. And you're seeing in this current market, there has to be a different strategy in regards to getting through these projects. You don't want to get tied up into heavy, extensive renovation jobs, because even though we may not have another shutdown, I've got a lot of clients right now that lost money because they were tied into big projects. Material costs went up because it was really difficult to get guys to work. That was something where they paid a lot for their renovations. So, like I said, this is going to be a rental. Floors, walls, and doors. And I'll give you a hack as a landlord. I used to paint these apartments myself when I was a kid. Before, like I see a lot of people on social media talking about contractors and all this kind of stuff. When you're a new landlord, you got to get your hands dirty. If you want to save money and you want to have money at the end of the year, you got to get yourself hands dirty. So I'd paint a 3-bedroom house on the weekend, and then maybe get one guy to come and do like the gloss finishing. But that was my workout. I think if you're a landlord, why do you need the gym? You've got properties that you can basically get a good workout. So once again, floors, walls and doors. Not renovating the whole kitchen, just basically putting in a unit. Like for me personally, I'm not replacing this right now. I'm cleaning that up, countertop. I can make this look brand new. So you see me do that on other projects as well. This is another reason why a lot of sellers like dealing with me, because I save them money. I may be a bit expensive on my fees, but for them to get access to my contractors and all that kind of stuff, I charge a premium. So usually on these 4 families, one of them has 3 rooms. So this is potentially what the 3rd bedroom looks like. So as long as it's got a closet, regard it as a room, small room. So you've got a choice. This is where the landlord is going to live. So he's got a choice to kind of skim these walls back and make this a huge living room, huge dining room, if he wants to have that kind of comfort. I'm not talking about moving any beams or anything like that. Okay, if this is going to be rented, tiles are cheap, but depending what mood I'm in, I might recuperate these. Okay, get this paint out. These cabinets look cool, worktop. If I don't use it in this unit here, I'm pulling it out and I'm using it in another unit. I think this is more of a kind of European mindset. We think about sustainability in regards to materials. We like to reuse, recycle materials for the ozone layer and cost effective. So that's something that we're used to doing. Carpet wise, I'm cleaning this. I'm not replacing it. When I finish cleaning this, this is gonna look like brand new. All right. So I've saved myself. When people say that they can't make numbers work in renovation, it's not the price. You're beating up the agent because of the price. You want some crazy discount. It's about your ability in regards to construction, renovation, to be able to make the numbers work. So we're making the numbers work on these deals. For this type of property, a 3-bedroom, if you're going to go down the route of Section 8, I'm getting $2,200 on the Section 8s. We just went up on the roof, but I'm not going to go up there right now. Now, if you want to go private, then you may be looking at, if it's a 2-bedroom, between $1,400 and $1,600. But if you go to Section 8, it's a lot more. A lot of my clients are looking at Section 8 as a possible option. And the way they're viewing things is that there's a correction in the market happening anyway. They're concerned about next year with the courts being backed up. I have met attorneys that are getting the tenants evicted, but we're looking like April next year. So they're preferring, the courts are going to get jammed up. So if the courts get jammed up, okay, I've been in this unit before, they want to basically know that they got guaranteed rent for a while. Are you guys getting on?
Where did you find the tank?
It's in the driveway.
On the side?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, got
Can you
another
take a
one?
measurement? Bring a tape measure.
Okay.
Darrell, we found a tank, okay?
Okay, that's good. All right. Alright, so that's why we always do your tank sweep. Now, I say to people, the tank isn't the problem. It's not the problem. I've had a lot of agents where they kind of, how can I put it, jumped out of deals. They freaked out once they heard of the oil tank. The tank is not the problem. It's whether it's leaking and if there's contamination. Okay, it costs us about $1,000 to pull the tank. That's not the issue. It's whether there's any contamination. You got to be careful with some of the tank sweep companies. Some of them will, as soon as they pull the tank, they will state that you need to do remediation. If you do remediation, then you're kind of held over a barrel in regards to what it may or may not cost, because they have to do testing. Okay. So I already knew something was going on. It wasn't rocket science. Like I said, if you go through a lot of homes, you kind of pick up certain things. But I always just let the professionals come in. I don't say anything to them. When they don't pick it up, that's when, how you doing? When they don't pick it up, then I kind of identify a problem.